Alright, a franchise that should have been extinct and has now come back. I'll give it that the parallels between the subject matter in this movie and the franchise and the fact the franchise is always being resurrected should have been left in the past is kind of profound, probably unintentionally so, but profound anyhow. Let's talk about it. So Jurassic World Dominion is the third Jurassic World movie or the sixth Jurassic movie, depending on how you want to look at it. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World is kind of like Lord of the Rings. In The Hobbit you can see them as two trilogies in and of themselves. You can see this one 6-part saga. Funny enough, with the Jurassic movies though, there is a consistent diminishing of quality as it goes on, but in Jurassic World Dominion it's essentially two movies been fused into one. I actually looked up, is this directed by two different people, because there are moments where the shot is kind of brilliant and the action sequence is framed up, it's pretty intense, and other shots where it's just choppy, as I'm like, this is two different people. Also the plot itself is two different plots fused into one movie. On one hand you have the old band getting back together, Ian Malcolm, Ellen Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Dodgson is working with the rival company of Engine, and he's doing very nefarious things. A super rich big organization amassing wealth off of a global epidemic. We've never seen that before, not in our world. Anew anyhow. So you have the old man gets back together to try to find dirt on that organization, but also what do you do with Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, and the clone girl from the previous movie? She gets kidnapped, so now they got to go after her. So you see how it feels like two different movies, though they both do tie into the same organization. I feel like in the Jurassic Park movies there was a concept where it's essentially executed like a disaster movie. I mean, the first Jurassic Park movie is a few different genres went splat and fused together, and we're talking as 10 out of 10 for every genre it hits. It's a masterpiece and it's a complete and total classic, but they had the concept of executing it like a disaster movie, but when the disaster becomes normalized, that's when Jurassic Park dies, and in the Jurassic World movies, well, the disasters become normalized. It's no longer, oh, if dinosaurs get out there, there's a super scary thing, we can let that happen, we gotta escape the dinosaurs. Well, now in this world there's dinosaur black markets, and well, dinosaurs are just out there, they're coexisting with people, they're coexisting with nature as we know it. These two worlds been fused together. It's just kind of, people are just rolling with it. Imagine the movie San Andreas. I'm picking a disaster movie at random out of my head. San Andreas it is. Let's say San Andreas got a sequel, but it wasn't a disaster movie anymore, it was a kidnapping movie, and it's just people navigating this messed up coastline that happened in the previous movie. It's just, it changes the dynamic, which is essentially me saying Jurassic World Dominion, it's a kidnapping movie where the parents got to get the kidnapped kid back. Oh, side note, there are dinosaurs in that world, that adds a complication, and now we're navigating this inferior and far more boring version of the Jurassic Park world. I will say this, there were moments of tension that actually did land with me in this movie. I mean, it comes from a shitty part of the real world, or as real as Twitter can make it. It's the backlash that Chris Pratt gets from his religious beliefs. I guess I'm not on Twitter, that's how it came across to me, but the point is, in terms of Twitter Hollywood, Chris Pratt's religious beliefs not really what they did all. This is to say, when Chris Pratt was running from dinosaurs, I was like, is this the moment they kill him off? Is this some I don't know. So that actually led to some tension in this movie. I never knew if he was going to live, and it was surprising. Not every day I can watch a dinosaur chase a lead and not know if the lead's going to make it. Jurassic World Dominion, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know.